Good morning, Pim. We're in a busy working lab at the moment, so right now Pim and I are going to run through the process of standard precautions for decontaminating impressions, and Pim is going to learn about how to do that in a standard way. And the reason that we do this demo is that we want to be able to make sure that there is no biological hazard on the materials that we're using, and we want to make sure that we don't have any cross-infection from other people to ourselves or even our workmates. So basically what we do is there are 4 phases to this process, and the first phase is going to be able to prepare and set up your working area. Then the second phase will be to put your PPE on. The third phase is the decontamination process itself. And then the final phase is going to be removing your PPE. So what we'll do is each time we do a hand hygiene, it's a 10-minute, usually sorry, it's a 40-second hand wash, but we'll forego that and we'll just go down and do a demonstration on how it should be done. Right now, the first phase that we're going to be looking at is the setup. So what we do is, as a box arrives from a dentist or from wherever it's coming from, could be another dental lab, the impressions have been inside the box are considered to be contaminated. The box itself and the lab slip are considered to be clean on the outside. So it's okay to handle the box and the lab slip. So what we do is we establish a bench working area where the biological hazard is a dirty area, and on the other side of it here I've got a clean area. So I've got 2 separate areas, one for biological work and one for clean area work. So we're going to run through that process of setting this up. After it's set up, then we're going to run through the process of putting our PPE on, and then we're going to use the decontamination process. As part of the PPE, we've got our lab coats on, that's fine. We're going to put our gloves in our glass and our glasses on. And once we get our glasses on and our masks on, we're going to do another hand hygiene episode. There is a requirement to let the material sit for 10 minutes. Again, for the sake of time, we're going to let that rest a little while, but we'll come back to it pretty much within 10 minutes so we can carry on the process. But let it be known that it's all documented on this piece of paper. And this is our standard precautions checklist, which is for you to have a look at a bit later on in the film. Okay, so we'll get started from that point of view. It's arrived from the dentist. It's pretty clean on the outside. It's considered not contaminated. I'm going to take off the lab slip. The lab slip should not be inside the box. It should be on the outside of the box. And I'm going to leave the lab slip here in the clean area. I'm going to remove the lid, and we're going to place the lid in a contaminated area, and then we're going to work with this. So at this point in time, we are ready to use our PPE, put our PPE on before we touch anything else. So I'm going to wash my hands, and then we'll get going.
A few moments later.
20 seconds later, we're all done. 20 seconds later. So now I'm going to put my glasses on, my mask on, my mask and glasses on. And at this point in time, I'm going to redo my hands because I've been touching my face and my eyes, so I'm going to redo my hands.
A few moments later.
Another 40 seconds later, here we go. Put my gloves on. Making sure that I haven't got my any cuts or abrasions on my hands or arms. If I have, I'll cover them up before I put my gloves on. I'm going to have have one dirty hand and one clean hand. And the process says that we're going to remove it from the box. We're going to give it a rinse in the water. I'm going to take my clean hand, do the cleaning it, disinfect it, and then I'm going to place it in the inlet area over here. So I'm going to take out the compression. I'm going to rinse it. I'm going to take it out with my clean hand. I'm going to place it into the clean area as it is. So the dirty area is going to stay where it is right now. Now that's a 10-minute wait time for that to rest. In the meantime, I can remove my gloves and dispose of that. And I can go for this list and come back in 10 minutes later. Okay. Alright, here we are back again, 10 minutes later. And I'm going to re-wash my hands again.
A few moments later.
40-second wait, another 40-second wash time for that one. I'm going to put the gloves back on again. You see the gloves? I'm going to take my bottle, put it in there, and now ready for use. Now the pack up part of this is going to be that we're going to take the box, we're going to sterilise it and reuse it, and once that's completed, this box will then be able to be given back to the dentist to reuse. Okay, so you've seen it. Do you understand it? You understand the process? Okay. Are you happy to have a go?
Yes, I'll have to give a go.
Okay, so remembering that the 4 stages we went through was preparation was? What came after preparation was?
I will do the preparation now.
Yep. And then?
Then hand washing, sanitization part.
Okay. And then when we finish, we'll tidy up. Alright. Okay, so here we are again, we're ready to start going. Emma's going to give it a go. She understands what's happening here, and I'm pretty sure, based on the knowledge that she has, that we know that the process is designed to avoid cross-infection between us and other people. So, thank you very much.
Before this one, I should wash my hands off. So I'll do that one. Hand wash should be done for 30 seconds, and after we're done with that, we can put on with our PPE, that will be like our lab coat, then the mask. The mask,
You want your glasses?
yeah. I will use the glasses as well.
Yep.
Then before doing that, I have to wash my hands off again.
Yes.
Then it will be after 40 seconds, I will be coming back.
Yep.
Then I will be using the glove set. So like this one will be dirty, just let me pop this one up. So this one will be my dirty hand, this one will be clean hand. So I'll take this one off. And put it here.
Yes.
I will rinse it off. And I will use this one with
Yep.
the spray here. I just come back. this one for like 10 minutes more.
Yes.
We can rest it out here, and then we can like take off the gloves and do other work as well, and we will wait for that to set it for 10 minutes, and we can come back.
Right. That's really good.
So after 10 minutes, I come back again. I put on with my gloves. Then since it has been sterilized, I can use it. I take it off. Then I can use it again. Then give it for impression taken to my lab work or colleagues there. So it's all settled. Then the biohazard area, we can clean this up. We can take this container down and we can take it for sterilization so that we can use it again.
Good.
So we just take it there, we can sterilize it off,
Yep.
and I can reuse it again. So just think that it's been sterilized.
Yes.
We give back to the workplace.
Correct.
They will be decast will hand it over to the dentist bag again.
Yes.
Then we can remove our gloves or our PPE kit.
Yes.
And I think that's the standard procedure we have been doing.
That's correct. And when we finished, we would then wash and dry our hands.
Yeah, we can wash our hands and all that. So we wash our hands for 40 seconds, and we come back, we're done for it, and we can go for another rope that comes along.
That's good stuff. So Nima, the purpose of having a standard precaution, what was the reason for that?
It will protect us from the biohazard as well as our workmates to protect us from biohazard that has been transferred from a dental area to us.
And having a dirty area and a clean area, the reason is to be able to...
It is to stop the cross infection between the biohazard area to the clean area. Clean area is the place where our workmates are working, so it's better. There's a distinction between that so that the biohazard remains in the distinctive area and not the clean one.
That's very good. So I want to congratulate you because you've actually got that really well. You've got it right to unpack. There's not a lot of extra people to do. It's just pretty much as simple as make sure that you're clean, your hands are clean, that you do not even do any cross infection between you and the ready room. So that's well done, Tina. And how did you find that process? Is it hard to follow?
No, it's not at all hard to follow because there's a clear mark or distinct place for both of the area. Since dirty area space in biohazard area and the cleanings are kept on the other side, so it's quite easy to understand what to do. And
Is it something that you can do every time you get a new one from the lab?
yeah, it's quite easy to do because we can easily put in the kit and we can easily do the standard sterilization format to keep ourselves safe from biohazard.
Alright, so in the whole process of running this, what did you find good? What was good about the process? I want to get some feedback so that I'm able to either improve training or make a few changes that are necessary in line with the standard precautions. So what did you enjoy?
The one thing that really drawn me into this one is dirty hand and clean hand. For dirty hand, we know that one hand is dirty, so we can use the other hand to do other work. Since we know that we clean hand, so it's quite easy to keep in that mind and we can work others as well. At the same time, saving time.
Good. And was this something that we could improve on? I could improve on with my instruction or with my delivery? What else would you like to see?
No, I don't think there's anything I would like to add on it because it was quite a simple procedure and the way you have told me is quite understandable and easily perceived, so I don't think there's something that I need to suggest you for.
Okay, Pamela, thank you. You've done a really great job, and I'm sure that I've seen you use this process. You know it, and you'll be able to use it in the library.
Yeah,
Thanks very much.